All right. Here we are with another Leetcode session. Oh my gosh. So probably solve. I'm gonna make solve problems for like an hour or two. I'm not sure. I got time. So let's get some training. The training was good for the contest. Anyone who didn't stop by, we got a very nice boost. Saw a problem that I saw like another streamer solving live, and I like one thing I like to do with like these live streams, or with there are other Leetcode streamers, but I like to like solve the problem alongside them. And I saw one guy solving a problem in Rosas, and solved that problem like kind of alongside with him, and then one of those patterns like kind of showed up on the contest. So that was great. I was able to apply what I learned in the last week, and boom, gained a nice rating. I'm trying to see if I can pull this up. Which one was it? So it's 389. 389. Yeah, I was able to apply that and then basically just solve the problem really fast. So we got 2,000, ranked 2,000 out of all of the, I guess, 23,000 people who actually like, did the contest. So good vibes. We're improving every day, learning new patterns, trying out some new stuff. What else could you ask for? I guess a job, right? But that's all right. So we're gonna go into just doing some of this stuff. Not this. The zero track. We're gonna continue just grinding out like the 1700s and try to get these things down. Then try this one. Yeah, but I don't think there's anything else. Also, I guess before I do this, I don't think there's anything else really to go over. I'm gonna turn this down too. It's already at the like lowest. Okay, hold on. I can turn it manually. If I mute this wholly here, yeah, you can still hear even if I mute it. That's interesting. Maybe I'll do that in the future. But yeah, I don't think there's too much else going on. I posted a couple TikToks. They did well. Posted some YouTube shorts, right? I can make one short video and put it on TikTok and YouTube shorts and get like 2x the exposure or whatever. So if something gets like, 1K on YouTube shorts, I can just post it on TikTok and get something very similar. Yeah, I think that's it. Really just solving problems. Oh, also I don't have the chat thing open. Cool. Yeah, I should probably plan this stuff out beforehand before I start streaming, but no, I think that's it. I kind of thought about like improving lead rooms, so this is another idea I've had. What is it, Leetcode rooms or something? This guy. So this guy has like this thing, but like it's not really tied into the zero track, so we're still living in old times. But I want it to where like I can just have like people on stream who want to solve problems with me, and they'll just say like, hey, like this person solved it first, by the way. So that'd be really good. But that's just gonna take me learning how to do a GitHub extension. So I might do that on stream too. Not today. Most likely not today. If anything, I need to put out some couple tutorials. But I think this will be really good for like the Leetcode streaming community if we can have like a way for people to solve problems together. And it'll also probably improve, like, my guess is going to be that if I can have this thing finished, that people are gonna, one, like be able to solve problems together, and two, like having a stronger sense of community is gonna help like just boost people's ratings and boost people's like ability to solve algorithms, because like it's way different when you're, if you're trying to like learn something new and you have like a community, it's like so much easier. It's so much easier to like improve, and you can like, you know, talk about stuff. But yeah, I might try to figure this out. I don't know. All right, that's it. So we're just gonna go into some problems. Let's see what this is. So you're given a index array of coins. X is obtainable if there's some subsequence of coins that subs to it. Return the minimum coins that need to be added to the array so that every integer in the range 1 to target is obtainable. And then a subsequence of an array is a new non-empty array that is formed from the original array after deleting some of the elements. So here we have 1, 4, and 10. So we want things from 1 to 19 that are going to make it obtainable. So then we need to add coins 2 and 8. The resulting array is 1, 2, 4, 8, 10. So this one, we could play around with it, but we say 1 is here, 2 is here. How do we get 3? Oh, from here. How do we get 4? Oh, this one. How do we get 5? Like there's like some combo here, 1, 5. And then all the way up, I guess, to 19, where we're like, okay, we can do 10, we can do 8, we can do 1. Yeah. Off the bat, it seems like might be a DP problem. Seems like it might be a DP problem. One kind of observation that I thought was that like, okay, we're adding 2 and 8 because obviously we don't have a choice for 2. Like we're like, oh, well, how do we make 2? Right? So this one is kind of like, oh, well, how do we make 2? It's like, okay, we make 2 by doing this. Oh, how do we make 8? Oh, we make 8 by, we can't make 8. So we just add it. We're like, oh, how do we make 9? And we basically just try that. Like that's brute force. Won't work because it's really, really expensive to go through all of these and then also loop through all the coins at every time to see if it, like something works or not. Maybe there's like the sieve idea where you like say that you can make, oh, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, but that actually doesn't, I don't even know if that works actually. Because we only get one choice. We can only add the one once. One, 4. Let's see. There's one other idea too, is when we add a 2, we also add all combos of 2. So we're like, oh, well, we're gonna add 3. Obviously 3 can be made because we get 2 and 1. Obviously like 6 can be made or whatever because we get like 2 and 4. And then like, so we have like some map from like 1 to targets. And we kind of just keep adding it. Every time we like find one that we can't make, then we insert it and then update everything. Is there a faster way though? So we'll add like 12 here too. Oh, here's the 2 and the 10. Is there a faster way? Because again, I still have to iterate over all the coins. I'm thinking, can I prevent that? Or, you know, maybe too, is this a graph problem? Is this... still falls apart. You add the 2, but then you still have to go through everything. But then you can even go through 3. We're like, oh, well, 3 already is added. And then also, once we add like that 4, like once we add 2, we also have to add 3. And once we add 3, we also have to combo 3, so 3 and 1, 3 and 4. Now we get 7. What is up, Axer41? What is up? What is up? We might be hearing back from Pat's interview today. Might get those results from Atlison. Maybe, possibly. Let's see. Also, why did this music stop? Oh, it just, my thing it just stopped. You're given 0 index array coins. Okay, let's see, we could. Adding it every time is like so weird because you have to iterate over every time. How do we prevent that though? I feel like maybe there's a graph relationship. I wonder if I could draw that out. I need to draw. So like, I'm thinking, and I need to start using a Scala draw, honestly. There, way better. So, like a 1. Smart Coder 5. We got more Leetcoders. Looking at some problems. I don't know if you guys want to look at this one. This solving a 1784 this fine morning. If you guys want to check it out, can do it there. So I don't know. Yeah, could there maybe is there some relationship? Really send them my way. We can bring them into the server. Oh, I just meant you guys. I meant you and Axer. You and Axer are the new Leetcoders. And I guess the other 2 people who are watching. So what is up? What is up? Oh, bro, that's crazy too. Actually, there's a lot of people looking for Leetcode today. I did not realize that. A lot of people looking for. I feel like I was trying to think of like some word that you would use to, or like how would you motivate people to like want to do more Leetcode? Like, and I was thinking like, oh well, like every community probably has like their own like kind of catchphrase or whatever. So like, I think, what is it for Pirate Software? I think Pirate Software calls them like ferrets or something. He's like, oh yeah, these are my ferrets. And for Leetcode, I was thinking like, oh well, like what would you for Leetcode? And the only thing I could think of was Simon saying like algo crackheads. So I was thinking like, oh okay, that maybe it could be like the algo crackheads. Like we want to convert our community into algorithm crackheads to where like you're fiending for the next problem. You want to solve more and more problems. I don't think the name will catch on though. I think it might be bad, but that was my initial idea. Okay, so first I think Leetcoders is more than enough. The problem with Leetcoders is that it's such a triggering word for so many people. So like their brain just like instantly shuts off once they hear that. Like actually, if you go to like any like viral TikTok or any social media post and somebody mentions Leetcode, there's always probably several people in the comments saying Leetcode is stupid. So ideally, like you want to distance yourself. I think that you would want to distance yourself from like you want newcomers, right? You want people new to come in. But like the concept of like saying Leetcode is that like, oh, Leetcode is like boring, it's lame. You know, it's kind of like smoking cigarettes, right? Like, right? You remember when cigarettes were cool, but then people started, you know, campaigns and there was like, okay, well now cigarettes aren't cool. But then we had mango flavored vapes and people were like, oh shoot, this thing's called a vape. It's not called a cigarette, right? This thing is amazing. Oh my God, all the cool people are doing it, right? Like you can probably run some kind of like campaign similar to that or like some kind of like, you know, change the name, right? Basically. It's still like basically like the same thing or something. But like Leetcode I think has a really bad stigma. I don't hey well someone thinks crackheads are mainly because I don't know what to say true. Yeah, I was kind of joking. I was kind of joking about the algo crackheads, but it is where my brain went. Do I vape? I don't smoke, bro. I don't do any drugs. No drugs. I barely drink alcohol. I have never done a drug except alcohol and maybe caffeine. And have never touched a cigarette. So yeah, I am. Do I eat sugar? Heck yeah, bro. I got some sugar right here. Bro, I got some Colombian chocolate bars that I was eating. Like this. Like this. This is jumbo pack. Yeah, that's the real drug. Yeah, they say it's the most addictive substance. Sugar is like the most addictive substance. You know what's funny though is that in the United States, it's like filled with sugar. In Colombia, like things don't have as much sugar. Like if something has 50 grams of sugar in the United States, it'll have like 10 grams in Colombia. Probably like it's also probably like that just outside the United States. The United States is like filled with a lot of bad stuff, I think. But yeah, no, for sure. Like I've never been addicted for sugar for some reason. I'm definitely addicted. I'm definitely addicted to sugar. For sure, for sure. If I don't get it, I'm fiending. Turn into an algo crackhead when he has not solved his Leetcode problem in a day. Like, I need to solve some problems. Give me some more puzzles. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta come up with a maybe come up with a name. We'll see how it goes. I don't want Leetcoder though. I wouldn't mind Algo Crackhead, honestly, though. Would not mind it. Maybe Algo Addict. That's it. Better. Algo Addict. Addicted to the algos. There we go. That's better than calling someone a crackhead. Algo Addict. And it's kind of has like the repetition too, because it's like AA. Anyways, okay, so I don't know. How do you add a new coin, but then also generate all the other coins, right? Like I have 1, 4, and then 10, which is cool. But then if I want to check 2, then I'm like, oh, well, 2's not in here. So then I add it. But then when I add 2, I need a trigger and add everything that 2 like also can kind of hit. So which would be like a 3. From the 1 and the 2 can add each other. The 2 and the 4, like, so we'll get a 6 that needs to be inserted. Kind of like a DP problem, honestly. This is probably hardcore DP. It's probably hardcore DP. Then we'll have like a 3, and then we'll have like the 6. Do we just say? Or there could also be maybe like some permanent state of coins. We want to know how many coins we have to add. But there might be like some permanent state of coins with the target, and that this never really changes. Like getting to 19 is always only going to have one path. It's going to have one path. There's going to be like X amount of coins that need to be achieved to get there. And we know that path is going to be this one. Like maybe it's generate the minimum number of coins that we need, and then from there, see if we can reach this like minimum state of coins for, like, from this other one. Maybe. This isn't even sorted. They should be sorted. These need to be sorted. Can you use the same coin multiple times? You cannot. You cannot use the same coin multiple times. It is only a subsequence. So in the case of coins, like here, we want to get coin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way up to 19. So we can do coin 1. When we do coin 2, we don't have a 2, so then we have to like add it. So we do 1, 2, and then we can do 1, 2, 3. We can do 4, coin 4. We can reach coin 5, so that's a 1 and a 5. But you can only reuse a coin if it's like shows up multiple times, right? So like for here, this one's like, you know, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then we have 4, right? And then 4, 5. So you can have duplicates. Yeah. I feel like there's this one's probably like there's probably like some minimum subset of things that you can get. Like how many different ways can you really get 20, right? Like a 20 is probably going to be composed of like a 2, right? And then, oh, well then what is a 2? Well, a 2 is just like it's either like a 1, I guess, or like it's either going to be like 2 1s, or you have to add the coin. But like I feel like this one's kind of like just sub problems, like they're just building up. But I just can't really see how you would check, right? Like I don't know how you would find the minimum set that you need to get a 19. Because if I could just find the minimum number of coins, like if I could say like, oh, well, a 19 is truly like, you know, 1, 2, 4, 8, 10. Well, then I just need to, can I make, like, is it possible to make a 2? You know, from here, it's like, oh, yeah, it is. Okay, well, is it possible to make like this? And then we kind of like sort this down. So like instead of like a O(n) squared type thing from this, we just have like just O of the minimum subset of coins for like some target. But I have no idea how to come up with that minimum number of coins. And maybe it's not possible to come up with the minimum number of coins, but I think there should be. There should be. Maybe that doesn't work though. Maybe. Because then I could just go through and like, oh, well, it's 10 possible. Like, yeah, it is. Is 8 possible? Or maybe like start from 1 or whatever. Oh, and I never did the timer, but I think I'm at about Should have been when I started streams, like 20 minutes. Oh my god, bro. How do I find something better? Something better than just like trying to get 1, trying to get 2, and then saying, oh, well, 2 is impossible. Is there a faster way? Maybe to check if 2 is impossible? Maybe a prefix? Maybe. Maybe. 1 and 4 sum to 5. Bro, what a problem, man. What a problem. Oh my god. Not even like... oh yeah, the only option I have really is probably just DP, like just DFS and just try every combo. I don't know. I don't know. Is that the thing? Or you like add a 2? Or maybe you sum like this one. Not even, bro. Like take or leave. So then you can get like a 5. Or you can get a 1 and a 10. We'll have like some set of numbers that we can't even reach. If we did like the take it or leave, that doesn't. So you think, oh, well, we can't reach 2, can't reach 6, can't reach 8, and so on. But then we just say like, how do we know? Like we could add all of these numbers. Maybe we start with the smallest one every time. So we're like, oh, well, we have all these. Okay, well, let's try with just 2. Maybe. Try with just 2 and then like generate all the ones that we cannot reach. And then we start with the smallest one. And then what, we insert it back into here. Or do we generate everything that it can make? This smallest one, which would be like 3, 6. And then it can also make an 8. Oh, am I misunderstanding this problem? Why do we have to add an 8 here? 2 and 4 make an 8. But I guess that's why we can't reuse them. So we can't consider it. Because we still might need the 2 and the 4 for something. Oh man, I think I probably misunderstood the problem too. It's not truly like that. Just because we can make it doesn't mean that we can just use it. Okay, so it might be something like this. Not sure. Also, I read I mean, I kind of thought about that cigarette thing, that example too, like for the vapes, because I watched this documentary that was like pretty interesting. Jewel, I think, the big vape. It's a pretty good documentary on like how they basically got children to to start smoking. They got a really fat lawsuit too. The company is still active though, but they got hit with a fat lawsuit. Jewel Labs. You know, the craziest thing too is that there's actually people who work for this, what a terrible, unethical company. But they were like making like TikToks saying like how cool it is to smoke. And they had like celebrities and all that stuff, but like and they're still active. But they basically just got like a ton of kids addicted to nicotine. But yeah, no, it's kind of like, yeah. This was pretty good documentary. Pretty good documentary. But my goal, ideally my goal would be probably, at least now too, might be good to get people using Leetcode. Right? Get people trying to solve problems, think about them. That's probably like a net actual benefit thing as opposed to getting people addicted to nicotine. Because it comes with employment. You get employment. Given a 0 index, 3 coins. Obtainable if there exists a subsequence. Maybe this problem is like, is there a subsequence or something? Maybe we're supposed to be finding the subsequence when... like find like the sums of subsequences. Maybe that's what this problem is like find subsequent sum or like target. And like the target is like O of n or whatever, or O of n, like 10 to the 5th or whatever. Maybe. It's like find subsequence, but I don't even know how you would do like a subsequent sum like really fast. Wouldn't be bad if I get this at least to log in. Checking a subsequence. Didn't even notice you had 65 straight. W. No condom, Chris. What is up? Man is out here. No condom. Raw. Straight raw. And thanks for the W. Thanks for the W. Yeah, there's I show my profile like occasionally, but yeah, we're going. Bro, I can't wait for this rating bump on Wednesday. The good old Chris is back in the game. Bro. Only 310 more. 310 days of Leetcode. I feel like this is probably, I don't think this thing even matters, honestly, like at all. Like, all it matters is for Leet coins. You don't really get anything out of it. Oh, 310 problems. Yeah. Yeah, it's the farm coins. Yeah. I don't care too much about the streak. You know what the big thing here about this rating? I can't wait till this thing jumps up and like on like Wednesday. I'm gonna get a nice almost 1700. So I'll be instead of 17 or 17%, I'll be at like 13%, I think. I think you were close to the shirt. Nah, I've got like I think 2 months. I need 2 months of 3 months of Leetcode every single day, and then I get a shirt. But yeah, bro, this number just keeps going up to 690, almost at 700 problems solved. By that point, we for sure probably almost crack 1,000 for sure. If I were just doing zero track for like 2 months every single day for 4 hours or 3 hours or whatever. For sure, for sure. But yeah, we're on the grind, not stopping, not stopping, not until the job is acquired. So we'll just keep doing these. I need to also like, I really need to start like reviewing the system design stuff. So like I've already read and studied like system design enough to like crush mid-level interviews, I think. But I think I just need to review it so I don't forget. And I think I really want to do a video series too, where I just like review all of like Alex Shu's books. It probably won't be too interesting, I guess, for the lead coders or for most people, but there's some system design people out there actually. There's like some like there's like the way you guys do like lead code. There are people who like go super hard into system design and like they're reading white papers and stuff like that. Actually, and I kind of been a while since I've done this, but if you guys are doing mid-level interviews, senior level interviews, particularly I think this is useful for like staff, I guess, the staff engineers. But these are like the people who are like they're trying to get hired at Facebook for staff, and they're like you're literally reading like white papers and stuff, academic papers, like just on how like DynamoDB is implemented and stuff like that. And like that's how they study, which is like insane, honestly. But yeah, no, I would super recommend this guy for sure. If you're trying to do system design stuff, like follow his roadmap. And yeah, reading a lot of staff at Meta published white papers. Yeah, but they need like even to get hired at staff, like you got to read them. Yeah, for sure. I don't know if I mean, they're not going to ask you in the interview to publish, like, right. But like they're going to ask you like implementation questions or whatever. But yeah, like there's this guy, he's trying to do staff interviews right now, actually. I'm not sure if he's gonna pass or not, but he's going for it. And so I think he's senior right now. He's senior right now at like Apple senior engineer. But he gets super, yeah, and like staff at Meta pays so much. What the fuck? Bro, what is so insane? $700,000 a year because of their stock? That's insane. And like the bar is like obviously having your behavioral stories and everything, but like also reading those white papers and stuff. Apple Gemini stocks go boom. The stock 3 to 5x that. It's so insane, bro. $1 million a year? What the fuck? For hate For the people already there, up to 2 million, yeah. Insane. Insane, insane. See, 111. Maybe, is this sliding? Maybe sliding window to get a target, then you loop it. I don't think sliding window is O of N though. Jeez. Like find a subsequence that sums to a target. Is there a way I could find a login solution to that? Subsequence that sums to a target. So like if we want to find like 11, right, we would do like 1 and 10 and we just get it. If we want to do 5, we would do 1. Is there like a binary search way to do that? Don't quit on this, it's good. If you need to read the hints one by one. Alrighty. Alrighty. Yeah, I feel like the hints are gonna say like everything that I've kind of already said just now. I'll read them later, or I'll read them, but I really do feel like everything I've already said, they're just gonna say, oh yeah, well, have you considered doing this? Have you considered treating this problem as this? Have you considered using a graph? Have you considered dynamic programming? That's gonna be my guess when if I click this right now. NCC, how long does it take you to solve a problem like this? Or one thing I really thought was like super cool, and I guess like I think this is probably good too for like Leetcode if you're like improving, but like there was like some study or whatever where they did for chess, and they like basically like put chess pieces like on just in a like they could take a grandmaster, right, who's like the best in the world, and these people can play chess blindfolded and stuff like that. And but like what they did was like they arranged the pieces, right, like normal. Shoot, what is that actually? Can I like just look up a picture of the chess pieces? Chess pieces on a board. Um, or better yet, oh, man. Let me see. Basically, like you can take like there's like chess grandmasters. They can look at this board and they already know where every single piece is just from looking at it from like the 5 seconds that I showed on screen. But they did like this really cool thing, and so like they kind of thought like, oh, okay, well they must have really good memories because they can just look at this and they already know where everything is. But then they did it again, but they put the pieces in orders where that were like actually like physically impossible, like from a game strategy standpoint. And the people like performed like just like any other person. But basically, the takeaway of it was that like the chess grandmasters are like really, really good because they know all of the patterns and because they've like studied every like pattern. But once you bring them into a point that they've never seen it before, then it's like really, really hard for them. So it's kind of just all just patterns. I kind of think the same thing for Leetcode is like it's just all patterns. Like the only reason someone's better than you is because they practice more patterns than you. Lol, if I remember correctly, this was a question 2 on one of the contests. I think I did it when doing virtually. Pretty brutal contest. Rip. 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 This one said it was, yeah, it said it was like a 1784. That said it, the question 2. I think the questions matter. Chris kind of mentioned this, but like question 2, 1784, and a question 3 are way different because of the number of people who even like look at it. Yeah, calling Malik Charles and just patterns is a severe understatement. My guy, Raymond Chess is a legend. No, I mean like you can still be a legend. That's not what I'm saying. Like what I'm saying is that the conclusion that I'm making is that like playing chess is about patterns, and like being good at chess is about patterns. Like obviously like chess is like super in depth. I mean it's the same as like Leetcode or any other thing, but like the kind of thing is that like these people aren't gods. Like they weren't like born with some genetic gift. Is kind of like the thing. Like so like I think a lot of people, right? So they'll look at someone and they'll be like, "Oh, like I could never do that," which is true, like to some extent, right? And I saw Pirate Software actually do this, but he was like, "Oh, like I'll never program a game, right? This is my limit." Um, but like it's like, oh well, I could never like, do Fang, or I could never do like something. But it's really just like steps. Like so you're just climbing steps until you get there. Oh boy. Chess is not patterns, it's strategy. Those people think in dimensions. I mean, I think it's both. I think it's patterns and strategy. So like I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You're saying anyone can be a grandmaster in chess given enough time? No, I don't. Like I said, I think there is a limit, right? Like there are limits to things, but like the point of it is to say that they're. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Like I'm trying to like kind of how do I bridge this? Because like the hard thing too is I can't actually get into your mind, so I don't actually know like I guess what it would be. I would say that like basically I would think that most people in the world think that there are limitations to their abilities, and in reality like they don't those limitations do not exist as much, right? Like I think that it's impossible to like if someone has like an IQ of like 20, right? They will never be like they're never writing an academic paper. There are limitations, you're right. Like if someone has an IQ of 20, right, they will never write an academic paper. I'm okay with saying that. If there's someone who's 100 IQ, or I don't even know what's the IQ. Someone's like 120 IQ and they're like, "Yeah, man, I just don't know like I got imposter syndrome and like I don't know if I can actually do this." Like it's like, "Okay, well hold on, right? Let's just do step by step, right? Let's go here, let's go here, let's go here." Right? Yeah, I don't know. Like I yeah, that's I mean that's going to be my take, right? I think that there's a lot of limitations. And I think that there's a lot of 120 IQ people who just are safeguarded. Like they have imposter syndrome. They don't think they're as good, but they actually are good. Yeah. Like if someone wants to spend 40 hours a week playing chess, but they are poor and have to work 4 jobs, that's a limitation. Money's a limitation. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Uh, yeah, it's all degrees. Good news is most people, if they can get into Fang, IMO. Yeah, like, and also like, bro, I am like, if you talk to me, because I'm kind of surprised too that you disagree because if you talk to me, like, I probably come across as like probably like one of the most hardcore like you cannot do this thing or something. More than IQ, it's more mental strength, I guess. It's a lot of things too. Like, I don't think most people like I would probably wouldn't say I'm okay. Like, I mean, I don't know like for grandmasters because I'm not like super in depth, but I do know it takes. I mean, it's like near impossible. I think there's only like 200 grandmasters in the world or something. Um, but so I'm not sure how much to say that, but I would just generally say that like probably like my just general advice would be like okay, probably like don't see the world in like kind of like a oh well this is like impossible, right? Just take it like step by step. Is probably how I would say. Mental strength. Yeah, I mean mental matters a lot too. Like yeah, again I've mentioned on stream too, but like I think one of the biggest barriers to lead code is actually like mental. I actually think that. I think that when people start doing lead code, they get like a lot of thoughts, and those thoughts are like, "You suck at this. You're not good. Like you like this problem is taking you so long to do. Why can't you do it? You should just give up." I think people are actually like getting those thoughts, and then I think that causes them to give up, and then their entire outlook of lead code is like just negative because when they do leak code, that's all they remember is, oh man, I was just like, I was doing leak code and like, I just could just not do it. I didn't have anything to show for it. I think that's like 100% what happens to people when they do it. And that's like their mental state. Yeah. That said, um, yeah, anyways, this is my approach. This is my thought process, my approach to doing, this is how I think of it. right? I think when I do Leetcode, I'm just doing patterns. I'm just trying to pick up another pattern, things like that. So that's literally, I mean, it's just what I do. I don't really think that like that this problem is like impossible or something like that, or like I don't generally don't like beat myself up. Like I have like thoughts like that, but I don't think I let them like take over. Yeah, quitters hate Leetcode. That's my deduction for all the haters. Yeah. 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 I believe that's the case. Okay, then here I want to do this thing because I already had it. I think you take, and then the king goes here, and then you take the queen right here, right? But again, this is like, and this is kind of those things too, where like this is just a pattern. Like the reason that I, it's all this is just that just a pattern, just a puzzle I've seen before. I've already done it like before. The same one with the contest too. Like I already saw the problem before. Gotham Chess came to UF a few weeks back. That's pretty sick. What did he do? Did he just like give a talk, or did he talk to like the chess club? I guess. One of my friends was super into chess, and I went to chess club like once or twice. You can't solve all Leetcode hards with patterns. Leetcode hards are next level. I would agree. I would agree. Probably. Wait, actually, I don't know. Do I agree? Leetcode problems with patterns are just hards or just next level. I don't know anything about Leetcode hards though. I haven't solved any. I have not solved any. So I wouldn't know. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's not my, yeah, it's not in my wheelhouse of like 2000 plus problems. Or being like a 1%er. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so for this one, what was I saying? I was thinking like, okay, can I do like login? Is there a way I can do like a login way of seeing like if a subsequence sums to some target? I don't think that's possible, even if it's sorted. If I look at the hint, engineering media comics, the Dunning-Kruger effect for control engineers. Yeah, I mean, I know Dunning-Kruger too, but like, which is also too why I say like I wouldn't have it. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't get this one though. The plant model isn't provided. Nothing is linear. The hardware is too slow. I can black box control it. I am Skynet. I don't know what a control engineer is. You could probably make one, honestly. You could probably make one for Leetcode. I think it would go. What? How does it? Where's that thing at? Probably make one for Leetcoders. Controls. That's how Skynet starts. I can solve any problem. There's probably like a. Like from where I see. Let me see. Let me see. My guess would be that. Let's see. I'm trying to think of for my journey. I think. Like I would say like I'm a here, but I've also solved problems that I know like I can't solve. Leetcode made a post actually on LinkedIn. This might be interesting for you guys, maybe, possibly. I sent it to BetSimp. Or is it? Let's see if I can find his post. I think it was this one. Yeah, so Leetcode put this post out. It did very well, actually. This one probably got like 20,000 views. I don't know actually how. I can't really see his metrics, but But he says that he can solve most. Leetcode says he can solve most easies in under 5 minutes. He can solve most mediums to 5 to 15 minutes and most hards in 20 to 45 minutes. I don't know. Like I asked Betsimp about this. He was like, I'm not sure about that, but it kind of depends. But he made this post, got a lot of likes. I asked him why he didn't do Leetcode contests. Yeah, that's just clickbait. LMAO maybe classical hards he's already done. Yeah. Yeah. Um I don't remember fully what Betsimp said, but yeah, he was saying he was just like, but so I mean, like it's kind of weird too because if you've actually solved like some of these actual problems, you'd be like you would never ever say that. But like Neatcode might actually be here. I don't know actually. But for me solving like contests, like I know I know there's a lot of problems I can't solve. I would not make that statement at all. Um you have his Leetcode profile. He showed it. He showed his Leetcode profile on his stream one day, but I don't have it. Maybe it's Neatcode. Maybe that's his Leetcode. I don't know. Neatcode is a good YouTuber. Not sure if he's a good problem solver. Yeah, I know. I didn't realize, but I realized that now that the Leetcoders you advanced guys do not hold him with high regard, which is okay. But that's why I brought that up too, because he was like, yeah. So Neatcode might be like here. Anyway, all that to say is like I think Nico might be here, where he's like he just doesn't do contests. He doesn't even know about the world of like he hasn't seen those disgusting problems. He hasn't seen like these kind of mediums that are like where you're just like, dang, huh? How do you do this? I need some hints. But that's it. Like I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he solved a lot of problems though. He solved a lot. He solved 500 at least, and he's made like he has 500 videos on YouTube. So and he does the Leetcode dailies like every single day. But I don't think he does contests. I don't think he's ever done them. But anyways, so competency curve for competitive programming. I don't know. I have no idea. You guys, yeah, you guys are gonna be more advanced from that than I am. But like, I probably would say like I'm here. Like I understand that there's a lot of depth. There's a lot of scary problems out there, and a lot of stuff I do not and would not ever be able to solve. Kind of like this one. But yeah, here we go. Learning and improving, getting better every day. I think I was gonna mention something else too. Mm, hmm. Yeah, I don't know actually. I don't know actually. You know, actually, another thing too that is actually yeah. What another thing too actually is that you know what's like there's like this hmm. No, I don't screw it. It doesn't matter. More neat code slander. I'm down. But joined just in time. He heard neat code. He was summoned. Also, I missed the video you sent me last time, Axer. I was too busy arguing. Too busy arguing. Was this Bobby Fischer? And on Paul Morphy and how opening theory destroyed chess. Yeah, I think this is him saying that like is this him saying like the positions and everything? Like Fisher wanted chess 960 chess because he was like, bro, but this is my guess. I haven't read this video. I don't know anything he said, but my guess is that he said that like openings like it's just too many, like it's too easy when you already seen like these same variations. And that like you're not even like really trying to process your brain because you're just memorizing stuff like patterns that I guess that you've already seen. And so he did chess 960 because it's every position is different for the piece, and so it adds way more complexity. Yeah, so there's no creativity. Yeah. And then what is this? Do you know this person? No. Why would I know this person? 3,000 rated, number 126. Maybe this is Nico's profile. He put it on his stream one day. One day he put it on stream. No, that's not him though. This guy's from India. And he hasn't solved any problems. Nico's been solving problems every day. He put it on his stream. This is his profile, by the way. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Sing Nav 314. I clicked the wrong link. This is from Tago. Tago Justino. Tago Justino. This is him 725. Oh, he actually does do contests. Wait, what? In 2021. Oh, that's crazy. Uh, I am sure there are at least 100,000 Nav Deeps in India. I think it makes sense for Nico to not do contests. It will shatter the illusion of his viewers. This guy's doing most mediums in 5 minutes. KK, bro. Bro, how you guys all shitting on him? Oh boy. Yeah, see, but he does them every day. He does every Leetcode daily. But no, this is good, no? 10K, 10%? That's pretty good. I mean, that's actually really good, right? In 2021, yeah. It was a long time. And he got 500. Rank 500 in contest 259. This is in 2021 too. So like he didn't have anything to gain. He was just the man was just vibing. He had nothing to gain. I don't know. I don't think I can do most mediums in 5 minutes. My rating is better than him. Damn. I mean, a 1700 is decent, but nowhere near 5 minute mediums. Because that would mean I finished Code 3 and like, yeah. No, yeah, but and yeah, no, I agree. I saw that post and I was like, bro, this guy is like, what is he saying right now? I thought it was ridiculous actually when I saw it. I was like, he can solve most mediums in 5 to 15 minutes. I'm not sure about that. Most hards, bro. I don't think I can solve most hards. Hards scare me. Like, that's my general impression of it. But like for him, it's like, eh. So I think he was trying to for most people, I think for Leetcode, like they just see like they always see is like this mountain, but they don't see everything else under here. And this is like the disgusting part. And so you can just say that and like you can kind of get away with it, I think, because everybody will believe it for sure. For sure, for sure. 1700 in 2021 is maybe 1500 with all the cheaters, really. And there's a huge increase in the number of people taking the contest. I didn't know contests were harder. That's interesting. All right, I didn't know it was like harder to get to elos now. Interesting. More power to them. Skill is overrated. You just have to be better than your audience. True. True. Yeah, otherwise Chi-Chi would be a lot more popular. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I I looked at like a lot of the like I took like a couple of YouTube courses and I think or not a couple, but like I took like one or something with Ali Abdal. But he was saying that being like a good content creator is like I think there's like several like variables or whatever. Um but like consistency is like one of them, I think. And yeah, he's been very consistent. And also like he like draws diagrams and stuff like that. But but yeah, and you got to appeal to the masses. You got to appeal to the people learning and all that. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Let me look at these hints because I don't think there's a login way. Unless it's fitness content, so you gotta juice up. Yeah, you gotta also, yeah. You gotta be big. Yeah, I can already see Raymond Jones is a good content creator. Thanks. I don't know. I still got a lot to learn. I have a lot to learn. Honestly, like I've not been doing this for very long. I've not been doing this for very long. But you'll see. Right. Also, I predicted too. I was like, okay, I think these hints are just gonna tell me everything that I probably have already considered. Sort the coins away and maintain the smallest sum. Unobtainable by induction. That was kind of an idea that I had. Where we see what is like the smallest one, so we get all the coins. I maybe or something. Uh Sort the coins and maintain the smallest sum that is unobtainable by induction. Induction's like the DP type thing, right? It's like sub problems or whatever. So it'd be like the smallest one here is like 2, right? But yeah, again, I already wrote this out. So I'm not sure. I thought about adding the 2 back inside, but I can't think of any login solution for that. If we don't use any coins, the smallest integer that we cannot obtain by sum is 1. Suppose currently, for a fixed set of the first several coins, the smallest integer that we cannot obtain is x plus 1. Oh, this is a tricky one. Rip. Big rips. For a fixed set of the first several coins, the smallest integer we cannot obtain is x plus 1. Namely, we can form all integers in the range 1 through x, but not x plus 1. The first several coins we cannot obtain. Wait, also, is that actually true? Is it actually true that there's ELO inflation or whatever? It's basically induction slash DP. I've got to pull up my discrete mathematics proof by induction. That was a wild time in college. Yeah, of course. Really? Wait, so the ELOs in 2021. Wait, well, then what does that say about this? More people competing equals more ELO? I don't know anything about how ELO is calculated. That's crazy. Wait, so then this means that like that in the past I would have been rated higher. So like this 14 in 2022. Well, think of the top level, it's inflated. Yeah, because I think the same thing happened with chess too, actually. I think that's why like there was like a massive chess surge because of all like the chess content creators. And so a lot of people started doing chess, maybe in during the pandemic actually. That's what happened. And so like my elo for chess actually started going up because there were so many worse players, I think. But for the average it might not be so different because it's like a constant flow upwards, right? Yeah. Probably, yeah. Yeah, I could see that. I think. I think. But also, it sounded like Axer was saying that like 1700 is worth less now. Wait, I'm trying to think, how does that work? I think that actually makes sense, actually. Yeah, that makes sense. Probably, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. The problems themselves have changed. The problems are just different now, as opposed to when they were during the pandemic. Perhaps he wouldn't be as good nowadays. Hmm. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Yeah, so the smallest for a fixed set, the smallest integer we cannot obtain is x plus 1. Jeez. I don't understand really. that for this, the smallest integer is 2 that we can't contain, x plus 1, the smallest one plus 1, 2. And if we were like this one, I don't know. I think LC has tried hiring more competitive programmers as the contest writers, like Q4 from the weekly came straight out of Code Forces. Are contests harder these days? Very similar flavor. You think it's more extreme? More extreme these days. Contests are more extreme. I wouldn't say they're harder on average. But you have a lot of extremely simple contests. So you'll have some contests that are really easy, and you'll have some contests that are really hard. Is what you're saying? Or is what I'm understanding it as. And a higher frequency of pretty difficult problems. The next unused coins value is not x plus 1. I gotta plug this in. Also, I stopped playing my music. We'll do... what do we do? Bro, I've really been on this problem for like 40 minutes. This person did so much. Let's try Mario. Okay. But high frequency difficult problems. Extremely simple is like 3 mediums. Hard is borderline medium. Also, I like how after I made my post, they stopped having two-part problems. Oh, you're the LeBron James of Leetcode? You're that guy? Bro, that's crazy. I read that post and I was like, oh, this guy's pretty smart. I was like, he just like unlocked like a new strategy. Oh yeah, I read that like a month ago. And it was so impressionable that I actually remembered the person's username too. Meta Leetcoding, true. True, that's crazy. Because I was actually streaming too, and I actually probably was talking to you in chat. Just didn't know that was your name. Your moniker. I don't like this Mario one that much. Okay, so apparently this is like what? If the next unused coin value is not x plus 1, we have to add x plus 1 to the array. Also, dang, bro, you should have linked your Twitch. You should have linked your Twitch to that post. I think I got a lot of upvotes. You could add some people stop by. Some Leetcoders. We have to add x plus 1 to the array. After this addition, we can form all values by adding x plus 1 in the formations. So now we can form all the numbers of this after the iteration. The new value of x becomes 2 times x plus 1. So this is like a loop. You're like constantly looping, and you start off by getting the smallest one that's like not there, and then you're adding all the variations of it. So like you'd add like 1, and you'd add like 5 or whatever. What the F is Meta Leetcoding? He Betsent made a post And basically he was saying that like for like the 2-part questions, right? Like you're not lead coding. It's more of like just, you can, he's basically like saying that you can kind of gain elo by not by like, you know, knowing algorithms better, but just like by like knowing how the platform of Leetcode works. And so his idea was that if you have a multi-part question, instead of like, I think this one might be multi-part, right? It's 384. I think this happened like pretty recently, right? So we get this one, right? Like, so you have a multi-part question. I already predicted the moment he released the post that they were gonna stop. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, you read it, so you already understand what he was saying. But I guess for anyone who didn't, but he was just saying that like you can read like the, you know, part 1 and then read part 2 and notice that the constraints are just different. And so you can test, like you can basically kind of like test your solution here. So I think you can click like submit on part 2. If you don't think you can ever solve part 2, you just submit, do your submissions on part 2, and then try part 1. And if it works, if it passes on part 2, like if it TLEs, then you know, oh, your solution's good. You just didn't match the constraints. So now you can just submit here. And now you don't get a ton of X's or whatever. Right? But there's like, you know, stuff that basically you can play around that. Yeah. Thought my name would have been here, but whatever. Anyways, for any people who did not read it, but so it has nothing to do with like actual algorithms, but it's just like knowing the Leetcode platform to like get some extra elo. Sort the coins array. If the next unused coins value is not x+1. Yeah, so this one's like grabbing the smallest one every time, and then you add it inside, but then also add all of its values. We can form all values by adding x+1 in x1's formations. So now we have all the numbers from here to there. And then the next one is just x+1. The last number, x+1. Well, that's so trippy. I kind of understand that because it's kind of, I just don't understand this x+1 idea. Like if the coins are just like 4, 10 and the target is 19, then really we need to add 1. Because this is kind of like cut. So is it like 1 to 4? I don't know. Or do we just add 1? And then we add like all the 1's things here? So we get like, you know, 1 and then like 4, 5, and 11. But we're still missing this. So we have to like fill that out. Probably, I mean, I'll probably give up on this problem, honestly. I'll probably give up on this one. But okay, 1. And then you do what? I guess 2, 3 or whatever. That just seems, that doesn't seem like it works though. That does not seem like it works. What a problem. What a problem. Oh, also I need to update my channel points thing. Need to update my channel points. So redeemed a hydrate. I don't have any water next to me. Okay. Thanks for the hydrate, Smart Coder 5. So Yeah, I'm gonna add some new channel point things. Because Chris said that I should do push-ups on here. Or he said that he would like to see push-ups. So I'm gonna add that. If you guys have any other ideas on things, thoughts, then we'll do that. You do resume review too? I can do resume review. I'll do whatever. Whatever, as long as it's not destroying my brain. Plank. Wow, Chris says plank. We'll do plank. Do plank too. How do I add these things here though? I don't... You would think it would be under... Oh, here it is. I named them algo credits. So then... We'll do... What do you call it? And how much would it cost? I don't really know. I'm not sure how much it should cost. Maybe about this much. And then... I guess this. I should probably... $500 for 2 minutes. That's pretty funny. That's funny. 500. I can do 750. I had knocked it for... I can do 750 for 2 minutes. 750 for 2 minutes, and then I'll increase the push-ups one. It'll be 40 push-ups. In 1 minute. Though there's no shot that it would actually be able to chain the reaction those, I don't think. Redeemed. 2 minute plank, bro. What the fuck, Chris? Why? Alright. 2 minute plank for 750. $40 for 1K back catching strays. Oh boy. Why? There's no way I can consistently do 40. I think that might be near my limit. But how do I get the timer? Or stopwatch. So what? This here. I don't have these things actually ready, so it probably would be better if I did, but oh well. Oh well. Alright, 2-minute planks. 2-minute planks. Let me get myself like this. All right. Let's DuckDuckGo stopwatch. Oh boy. How tall am I? Like 5'10"? 5 foot. Ugh, 5'10". Yeah, 177. Weight. £170. Am I streaming later today? I don't know. You track your weight in kilograms? The well, because I'm in Colombia. I just use kilograms. I gotta adjust this thing. Because I'm in Colombia, I just use kilograms. Makes it a bit easier. So I like my scale is like kilograms. slowly converting. But I don't like I have a stand on the scale and it's in kilograms, so I'll just like I'll just stick with kilograms. So I just know I'm like 78 kilos about right now. It's about 172 pounds. Yeah, okay. But yes, I've lost my Americanhood. I am no longer a US citizen. Not really. I am a citizen, but I'm no longer a part of the US club. I'm like a mix of probably a mix of like European and US, like in terms of like my cultural thinking. All right, I'm gonna probably close this thing out. I think my computer's actually starting to slow down a lot. You said you want to put on some weight, like you're trying to hit the gym. You're trying to start lifting. Axer, you're lifting. That'll help. Go to that UF gym. It's one of the best gyms I've ever been to. So big, bro. You can go during a time when nobody's there though, like Southwest or like Southwest Rec, and I would go at like 5 a.m. sometimes, but that was because my friend was like too busy or something. But like you just gotta go during those down times. I'm 72 kilos, trying to get to 80. Nice. How tall are you? 72. My dream. 5'11". Oh, you're tall. Dang. So you'd have to be really skinny then. Cause oh wait, no. Actually, we're like the same height. I'm like about 5'11". So I guess you're just skinnier. But like I'm like, yeah, yeah. Nice. Yeah, I like it. Gym's fun. Gym is fun. It's good to get a nice thing going. A nice I'm not sure what it's not like runner's high, but like it's kind of like runner's high. But I want to try to cut down. So I think I'm gonna try to lose some pounds. Or yeah, lose a couple pounds. And maybe get to like 165. 165 pounds instead of the 172 that I'm at. 78 is good. Yeah, I think where I'm at is good. But I just kind of want to just try it out. Like what's it like to lose weight? Which it sucks actually. Losing weight sucks for sure because you're just hungry. Just hungry a lot. Okay, so yeah, I know. I think I'm gonna give up on this one, honestly. Like this was so weird. Like I don't know how you would if this something was like 4, 10, and 9, right? They're saying like, oh, we'll just add x plus 1, but you can't add x plus 1. You'd have to do 1 to x. We would have to form like 1 to whatever this number is. Because we're missing out. And I think you just do that. So then you add the 1, you add the 2, or whatever. And then, but then you're like 2. You shouldn't add, you don't need to add 3, but I don't think you do. But I'm still seeing that this x plus 1 is not there. So you have to add it. The new value of x becomes 2 times x plus 1 plus 1. So it's 2 times 4, or 2 times 2, right? Which is 4 plus 1. So 5 would be the next one. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's like just a for loop. Maybe like a nested for loop, maybe. And you just try to add the numbers from I to here. Maybe something like that. I think it's like something like that, like a nested for loop, and then you're adding those like that. And you start from 1 to whatever the smallest value is here. Maybe. We'll get some code written though. We'll write out some code. before calling it quits. See if this idea works for, and then we're gonna want to do the, I guess smallest. I'm not sure what it's called, but that's gonna be all the numbers starting from 1. So it'll be for I in range, like the smallest coin. Or is it this? We need to keep going to the range until we reach like whatever the coin at 0 is. And then like start from there. I guess. And then every time we just go with 2 times I plus 1. And then we just say that like we add it for all the current coins that we have. And then we add like new val is coin plus I. Dude, my computer is overheating so bad right now. I'm gonna have to end the stream soon. Yeah, it is going so slow. Okay. So let me close this thing out. Okay, so then we'll add the new value to the coin, and we have to add this into our coins in sorted order. So like bisect dot insort, and then we just put this new value into the coins, I think. And then we'll do it for all the coins, I think. And then we'll skip along. So this one's going to be 1 or 2 plus 1. So maybe it just doesn't apply. Maybe it only starts at 2. And then for the 1, we just have to like add it. Yeah, we just add it to 1, I guess. And then just have like answer is 0. The answer plus equals 1. Because we have to add the new coin. And then, oh shoot, this actually might be like a math equation, right? This is just 2 to the I. I don't know, actually, I can't tell. Really? How do I do this? Actually, I'm not sure if I've done this in Python. I just want it to be 2 times plus 1. All right, I probably just call it here. I'm trying to write some code, but also my computer is like really, really slow right now, which is, yeah, just making me not want to stream. So I'll, because this one was actually really short. It's for like 1 hour, so I'll try to solve some more problems in like another, probably I guess in the evening or something. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys. I'll see you later. I'm gonna find someone to raid, I think. My computer is really, really slow right now. It is chugging along. So I might not. Might not. I mean, we might as well just send it to Andu dev. So I don't know. I think a couple of you guys had already seen him. I think Axer already saw him, but he is currently 10 years of experience developer working at Spotify, and he is doing Leetcode in JavaScript. So yeah, I think you guys already know him, but we'll go ahead and rate him. And yeah, cool. All right, I'll see you guys either later today or I guess on Pat's stream maybe if Pat does decide to stream or what. And oh shoot, I need to talk about like that Reddit. There's like a Reddit post too I need to talk about, but handle that later. And do this and do dev. All right. Peace. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Means a lot. And I'll see you next time in the future. See you guys next time. All right, yeah, check out Endu. Yeah, like I said, he's just starting his Leetcode journey. He is a beginner, but he is going to be working at Fang most likely, or maybe not actually. It just depends on how his interviews go. I can't vouch for anything for his Leetcode skills. I don't know it, but he has 10 years experience, so he is a veteran. Anyways, yeah, see you guys. Peace. Good luck in your Leetcode, and yeah.